Following several on-your-side investigations, the federal government's coming back to the Ozarks to meet again with the people in Verona. The Environmental Protection Agency will be here. For months, Ashley Reynolds has covered the pollution problems, including the latest chemical spill to happen there. She joins us with a preview.
Hey, Lisa, more about that meeting in just a second. For a recap, you have seen this map before. New government data show about 20 places in the United States stand out as the most toxic when it comes to industrial air pollution. One of them is in Lawrence County. People who live near the BCP ingredients plant in Verona have a greater lifetime risk of getting cancer. It's 27 times the EPA's acceptable risk. Now, in our last report, we told you about a chemical spill that happened there in the spring. The EPA did a surprise inspection and found 16 deficiencies.
According to an EPA inspection report, the nearly 1,300 pounds of ethylene oxide spill happened when a rail car was emptied into the storage tanks. The leak lasted for 7 hours. Some alarms were not working because of flood damage from rains more than 1 year ago. Inspectors found a total of 16 deficiencies. One is the worst-case scenario plan at the plant. The hazard assessment should be updated at least every 5 years. According to the EPA inspector, the latest BCP hazard assessment was prepared nearly 20 years ago in October of 2004. BCP recently responded to the EPA inspection report. The company did not respond directly to the 16 problem areas, instead listing generic objections to the EPA's report. It reads the EPA's information request is vague, ambiguous, overbroad, unduly burdensome, or beyond the scope of EPA's authority. They add that some of the information is privileged or confidential. Later in the response, BCP adds it does have some safety protocols for emissions. One example they list is they have employees wear badges once a quarter and send them off to be tested. And they have employees go for yearly health exams to make sure there are no long-term impacts.
Now, the EPA has not yet responded to BCP's letter. Now, about that community meeting Lisa mentioned, look at your screen right now. EPA will host the meeting on October 26th. That's next Wednesday from 5:30 to 9 p.m., and it's at the Verona High School. EPA will provide an update on air monitoring efforts and an update on the Superfund site. And there will also be time for questions and answers. Reps from the Missouri Department of Natural Resources, Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services, and Occupational Safety and Health Administration will be there too. BCP is not listed. You can read that BCP inspection response right now on our news app.